In this video, we're going to have a look at the reading order and how a screen reader reads a PDF. We're going to look at two aspects in parallel. One is the reading order, which is this tab that looks a bit like the letter Z, and the other is the tags. Tags are really important for a screen reader. You may remember when JAWS read this front page, it read East Yorkshire and then it read something else. Let's have a look and see in the reading order what else there is on this page. I find the reading order section really good for seeing what has been tagged. So I can see that this title has been tagged, that's the first thing, but then number 2 is nothing. Number 3, second edition, that's fine, but then number 4 is also nothing, number 6 is nothing. And they will appear in the tags. The tags is what is read by a screen reader. And it might be that that's all been hidden. So just click on the arrow to open it. And then usually it's set out by page, but in this case not. The good thing with this is that as you click on it, it shows what is being read. So in this section, you've got all of these items, but as you can see, there's a lot of items that aren't actually real, so we need to get rid of those. First of all, it will read East Yorkshire, then it will read whatever that thing was. If I go back to here, that's number 6. I'm going to right-click on that, and I'm going to tag it as background or artifact. Then I'm going to go back to here. And now you'll see that has gone. So now I'm going to keep going through. Again, whatever that is, we want to get rid of it. So that's number 2 in here. I'm going to right click and tag as background or artifact. I'm going to go back to the tags, Countryside Directory for People with Disabilities, second edition. And then there's another thing on that side. I'm not sure, is that number 2 now? Let's just tag that as a background. That's it. So going back through here, we have the title, second edition, and then whatever your needs, blah, blah, blah. Then we've got another item that we need to get rid of. Whatever that is. Now, unfortunately, this time it might be that it's part of something else. So for that, because it's part of something bigger that I don't want to get rid of, let me just make sure I've got it. I'm actually going to just delete it. In fact, I'm going to delete all empty tags. So now if I go down, so now that appears to read correctly in order. Don't want that there. That really doesn't want to go. I might have to go back to that and find out what's wrong with it. Now, for the picture, I want to see if it's got alternative text. So this is a picture of a group of people, including a wheelchair user, crossing a bridge of some kind. And as you can see there, there's no alternate text given. So this is where I'm going to put in some alternate text. So this is a photo of a group of people, including a wheelchair user, crossing a bridge, say a footbridge. And I'm going to close that. Actually, I personally wouldn't have tagged that as text. Let's see if we can just... Hang on. Let's just see if we can change that. So let's go back into the properties, and it's not a paragraph, that's an image. So I'm going to change it to figure. So these are all P, these are paragraph, it's text. But when it gets to, I really want to get rid of that. Let's delete that tag. Let's delete that tag as well. And then we've got the figure. Again, I'm going to delete that tag. I'm going to delete that tag. Now we've got these other figures. Let's just see what these are. I'm going to delete that because it's empty. I'll go back to that in a moment. That's empty. That's empty. That's empty. Empty. Oop. That's also empty. So now we've got these 4 figures. Let's just make sure that they're in the right order. So we've got 1. No. 2. Okay, so this one wants to move up to about here. You have to be careful that you don't end up accidentally nesting them. So we've got the picture we've given that alt text. Now, this one is the Open Country logo. So let's just look at the properties for that. So this is the Open Country logo. At least it's identified as a figure. This is the EU Social Fund, EU European Social Fund logo. This one's in the wrong order, so let's move this up. Can you see so hang on, let's just go through those. 1, 2, oh dear, we've managed to nest those now. Let's just move it back. Right now, that one wants to move up 1, but to the side. So, got 1, 2, so this is the Your Consortium logo. And this one is the Skills Funding Agency logo. Okay, so that's the whole of that page. So if I now go through each of these in order, this is what a screen reader should read. And then it goes to page 2.
East Yorkshire Countryside Directory for people with disabilities, 2nd edition. Whatever your needs, access to and enjoyment of the countryside is rewarding, healthy and great fun. This directory can help you find out what opportunities are available to you in your area. Get yourself outdoors and enjoy all the benefits that come with it. Photo of a group of people, including a wheelchair user, crossing a footbridge. Graphic. Open Country logo graphic, EU European Social Fund logo graphic, Your Consortium logo graphic, Skills Funding Agency logo graphic.